Ugh, I burped. Yeah, Rainbow in the Dark. Actually, why are there so many songs about rainbows by Ronnie James Dio? Because the dude was not only in a band, Rainbow, but every song had the word rainbow in it for some reason. I actually read your chapter, Tom, and I'm writing it now. Well, yeah, Geezer Butler. I'm drinking another cup of mushroom coffee. I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna drink one every afternoon. I don't know if you had an idea with Carmine or not. I don't. I don't, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm writing a chapter from Carmine's point of view right now to figure out maybe I can throw a couple things out there to jog your imagination and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because you threw in a brother, then there's Carlisle. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this is how we write books, right? You doing? Hold on. Okay. Only chapter 6. Have plenty of room to figure it all out exactly. This is a subplot within the main plot, whatever the main plot is. Hope you got some ideas for that because I got nothing either. Just know we got to wrap this up in 40 something more chapters. Went to Palm's Fish Camp yesterday. Got $1 wings for birthday lunch. Nice. Palm's Fish Camp. I don't even, there's so many fish camps here. Very good. Nice, right on the water. Cool. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Don't worry about the rest of us. I wasn't anywhere near the water yesterday, but that's all right. I had a couple of things I sold on eBay. I had to go out in the mail yesterday, and I just didn't want to leave the house. And then this morning I was like, "Hey, you're going to work, right?" She's like, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "Can you just bring these? They're paid for. They just need to get dropped in a mailbox." She's like, "All right." and I'm basically selling a crap ton of my print books because I'm really not going to be doing many book signings, and if I do, I only need like the new stuff and 3, 4 copies of each. It's like, you know what? I have tons and tons of anthologies and other crap. I can't even put everything in that closet. So hopefully by the time you get here for MondoCon, that closet will be thinned out considerably. Excuse me. Whew. Shrimp quesadillas for lunch. Actually, shrimp fajitas. Sorry, fajitas. I made fajitas. It's the way you fold or don't fold the shell. I always say a generous pour. I don't know why. That's kind of my thing. Anytime I write about alcohol, anybody's drinking, which in my stories you're either drinking or you're eating. Gave a generous pour. Always. Always generous. All right, hold on. Okay. Yeah, very generous. Where's everybody today? So I'm gonna have a couple other people in, Tom. To chat with us. That way you had some friends in here when I ran to get rid of some of this mushroom coffee. Speak of the devil, Nicholas in the house, almost to the next page, just in time. And Ozzy Armand is wearing his Ozzy tribute shirt. So exactly. I mean, what else would I be wearing? I had no idea Ozzy was dead. I mean, based on the 47,000 Facebook posts yesterday, I was being interviewed live by a Canadian guy wearing my Alpha Flight shirt. Didn't even realize I was wearing my Alpha Flight shirt. And then I jump on Facebook and I'm like, I guess Ozzy died because 4,000 people have filled my feed with it. Which is a shame. Mamma Mia, one of the best, right? He was also great in the movie. All you had to do was watch that last concert to know he wasn't making it much longer. His cover of Dancing Queen was metal. I'm gonna be honest with you. That whole album he did of covers, none of them were needed. And I love Ozzy, but come on, none of them. Yeah, he did look. He looked bad, but it wasn't like he looked so bad he's gonna last like 2 more weeks. But I guess they knew it was the jig was up. You know what I'm saying? I guess they were like, yeah, let's just do something really quick because this ain't gonna last long. Snack time. Snack time. Don't mind me. Hooah. Theirs was that period in the 2000s when everyone did a cover album, yeah. And most of them, not that great. One or two songs here and there were good. I think Anthrax did some good covers. You know, the Joe Jackson, the Got the Time, that was pretty good. I'm 18, lame from the first album with Neil Turbin singing, but otherwise their covers were good. Antisocial, good stuff. But like, then it's like they're putting out albums. Like I like when you just kind of did a cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say a great cover. Do Ya by Ace Frehley. She Don't Know Me by Bon Jovi. I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. All covers. I mean, it's supposed to after that ATV accident, so we got a good extra 20. Yeah, exactly. I got a story that's ripped from the headlines. Just happened yesterday. A very sad one. I'll save the story. I'll save the story unless somebody wants to pay for it. Who thought it was a good idea to give Ozzy? Who thought it was a good idea to give Ozzy a straw to suck up ants? There's Sean. Sean, I don't know if you know this, but Ozzy Osbourne died. All right. Hold on, I'm just going to write this down. I did get to the next page, too. I saw the end of another icon. Yep. The beginning of another one. I don't know. Yeah, the Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, Frank. Not that other guy. Story time. Next page, Nick's in. First off, next page. Back in the day, you're going back like 15 years or so. I was proudly divorced. I was trying to bang everything in sight. And I met this girl, and I will not be attending TwitchCon. TwitchCon seems stupid. Sorry, Twitch, if you're listening. I will call her Sunshine. Blonde, from Rhode Island. Great ass on her. And we went out on a date to, how did we go? I mean, chocolate kisses from Christmas. The place in Flagler Beach, what can I think? Golden Lion. Wow. Yeah, some words I could not understand that she said. And she did say Bia. I mean, not as pretty. No, not European Village. We went to Flagler Beach. We went to the Golden Lion, and not the comic store. And we hung out. We had a late lunch. We hung out. Putz, no, not putz. We had and we ended up going back to her place. And now I'm thinking, I'm gonna score. And then she put the TV on. We sat close to each other. We were on the couch, made out a little bit. Then her phone rang. And she's like, yeah, yeah, come over. No, this was 15 years ago. We'll get to what happened yesterday. So she's like, yeah, come over. So then she says to me, listen, do you mind? But my friend Al has got to come over. He's got something going on. Yeah, phone ringing never a good sign. Especially on a first date. He's distraught. Something's going on. Yeah, sure. I don't want to get laid. So Big Al comes over. I'd never met the guy before. The two of them had been friends for several years. He smoked a lot. Smoked cigars. We would sit out on our back patio, the three of us, and he whines about his girlfriend and how they had this huge fight and she broke stuff and on and on and on. And she broke I remember she broke, long story short, Big Al was coming from Montana. Yes. I'm leading up to that. His son, Little Al, because they're all from New York, so you got to, originally, so you also have a Big Al and a Little Al. At the time was a pitcher in high school, and everybody was saying he was getting drafted, but he had won some All-American something or other baseball thing, and the girlfriend threw it across the room and broke it, trying to hit Al. I don't believe there's a mid Al. I think this might all. And so we're just making a long story even longer. So anyway, so he hung out till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm finally like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and obviously I'm not getting. You're not gonna be touching my. You're not going down on Little Elvis tonight. So I'm out of here. So we kept in touch. We hung out a couple more times, she and I, and then my buddy Tiki, Mark Woods, who owned he owned the Humidor, the cigar place for many years. Him and Kai. I would go in there every now and then, even though I'm not smoking cigarettes. I would go in every time I was in European Village, which is Frank brought that up before. I'm in European Village. We go into there, and there's Big Al sitting on the couch, and he remembers me. And he's like, "Oh, you still talk to her?" And I said, "Yeah, on and off, kind of." But at that point, I think I was dating like a couple of other people at that point. I think I was dating Jenny Manhands at that point, and Cobra Kai. Yes, Cobra Kai. And so I remember I was working. I believe I was working still at that point. Kai was the name of the axe wielding slasher. Yes, yes. Keep the story straight. And so I looked her up on Facebook, and I ended up. I was working. I was working like in her area, and I ended up going over there and banging the crap out of her. It was nice. And then we just stayed friends on Facebook, and I never really saw her again. I think I saw her at a bike week event one time. She we were walking. I hope Shelly's not listening. We were walking down the street, and all of a sudden somebody grabbed my ass, and I turned around, and it was her with a big smile and laughing, and her and her girlfriend walked away. So anyway, I haven't seen him in years. Started dating Shelly. She did not have red hair. I said her fake name was Sunshine. She had blonde hair. She was a blonde. And so we come to yesterday. I haven't really talked to her in a long time. I haven't talked to Big Al in many, many years. I guess Tiki and Kai had a falling out with him. He started kind of acting like an asshole at the cigar place, so he was bringing his own cigars in instead of buying cigars there. Basically, they said, "Yeah, we're a business. You can't just. This isn't you to come and hang out for 5 hours and smoke your own cigars." So everybody stopped talking, and he moved from Palm Coast to Daytona Beach about 4 or 5 years ago. Lost touch, no big deal, and then Sunshine sends me a message this morning and says, "Holy shit! Did you hear what happened to Big Al?" And what happened is the girlfriend that he's had on and off for like 15 years, and he hasn't dated in almost a year. He moved down to Daytona Beach. He didn't tell her where he lived or anything. Apparently, she found him, and he was out last night having some drinks with some friends. You know, he rode a Harley, so he was down with all the other biker guys down on Main Street in Daytona Beach. He goes home, and either she's there waiting for him, or she gets there when he's there, knocks on the whatever, and she uh, basically she shoots and kills him, and then she turns the gun on herself and kills herself so that her body falls on top of him, so they could be together forever. And I'm like, holy crap, is that insane? And it's the same chick from like 15 years ago that was throwing shit at him and everything else. This is a very odd Ozzy story. Oh, it gets better. Sharon Osbourne is the one who found the body. Now does it make sense? Long story short, Big Al is not coming to Montgomery. No, he will not be there. I mean, maybe his ghost and the girlfriend will be here, and we'll hear phantom gunshots in other rooms. So yeah, so that was I don't know, it's kind of nutty. But then of course this woman has to bring up that it's been a long time since we saw each other, and we should get together. But I know what we should get together means. It means she wants to hop on Little Elvis again. No, thank you. I'm a married man. Yeah, right. That's one way to go. I mean, he had a heart attack. Oh, he drowned in his pool. Oh, skydiving accident. All of those are boring. But yeah, my ex-girlfriend showed up and shot and killed me, and then killed herself, and then fell upon my body. I don't know, just kind of a weird. It was like a weird thing hearing that this morning. So there you go. There's my story. Now for some more mushroom coffee. Nope. smothering him even in death. Even in death. I mean, I don't know if she's a big girl. He was a big boy. Yeah. How come you failed to provide commentary on this ex-girlfriend's ass? Very unlike you. Are you okay? I never met the girl. I never met the ex-girlfriend's ass. Sunshine, the one time I slept with her, phenomenal ass. And she was skinny too. I mean, not super skinny. She was getting a little older. We're probably in our early 40s at that point, so you got a little bit of extra in some places, which you know I love. And we had a good time that time. They were broken up over a year, and he had moved out of Palm Coast and moved to New Smyrna Beach near Daytona to get away from her. But he also couldn't stop going out and drinking with his buddies and hanging out. And I guess either somebody, they think either somebody that they both knew told her that they saw Big Al out, or she was around. But I thought at one point, because there's a little news article on it that I found, it says that she was from out of state. So I'm guessing she moved out of state and then she drove basically with the idea to kill him. No idea if she put on astronaut diapers or not. Who's this? Bitches be crazy is right. So this is what gets you. It's a new number. It just texted me. I don't know the area code. I don't know the number. Not my contacts. And it just says hello. 99% chance this is a spam thing, and they want you to talk so they know it's a real number. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let it go and see if we get a second message. I mean, everything is just spam lately. I mean, literally 30 times a day they want to build a website for me, or they wanted to do a video of one of my books, and they're all using all of them now though say, as a former FBI agent, somewhere AI got the idea that I was a former FBI agent. So I immediately look for I would look for FBI. I'm like, I know they're all spam and they're all AI generated, but I'm like, all right, let me see if this is one of the FBI, former FBI agent. And now spam risk. You should tell them they need to contact Special Agent in charge, McGedler. Yeah. Let's see how far they get with that. How about on a pen? At 4:30, I am interviewing an author for my YouTube channel. And tonight at 5 p.m., everybody, please watch. It's about a 25 minute interview. I interviewed Nicholas Harvey, author Nicholas Harvey. And so that goes live on my YouTube channel about 5 p.m. And right when I'm wrapping up doing another interview, I have, I don't know, that's in 2:30. No, 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. So I have 4 interviews done. I'm putting up the first one today. I'll probably put up one on Sunday. Probably do the Chuck's interview on Sunday. Nicholas Harvey, hot damn, I'm in. You better be in that. Better not be you fucking around either, Sean. So yeah, so far I've interviewed Nicholas Harvey, John Stamp, Chuck Buda, and Shelley Rosamilia. Shelley was the test one, but it went well. And I'm like, you know what? I'll eventually put that one up. So my goal is maybe every Wednesday and every Sunday. Definitely every Wednesday about 5 o'clock, 5:15 or so. They invent the Harvey bar. Yes, he invented the Harvey wall banger. As a matter of fact, he bangs chicks against a wall. That's why they call it Harvey wall banger. John Stamos, not yet, but man, I would love to have John Stamos on, right? What an interview that would be. Hopefully I'll get her cousin Shannon on one time. He can talk conspiracy theories. That'll be about a 5-hour episode, and he won't take a breath. I don't know if you know this, Tom, but Saturday, Shannon has a date, a new lady friend. So Shelley's going to get the scoop, the deets on Sunday. God only knows, that last one he had that he dated was a nightmare. And she ended up basically saying that she was going to steal Shannon's dad from his mom, and his mom looked like Cousin It, and all kinds of. She was going to kill everybody, and oh my, it was just a fucking nightmare. But it was a lot of fun to be on the outside looking in, you know. If this trailer is a rock and roll, yeah, tell Jess not to go over there Saturday night if she has any leftovers, because not only will she see Shannon in his underwear, she'll also see this girl in her underwear. Oh, everybody think about that. I'm going to get rid of some mushroom coffee. Bathroom time. Woohoo! Woo. Ah. 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 Phew. I missed a lot. What are you guys talking about? Did any of you watch the six-part series Gold Lies and videotape about a gold cache under a New Mexico mountain? Not sure. This is quickly becoming my favorite, right? This is a good part of the show. It's a nice little break. There are a ton of dynamiting of rocks to get the treasure. Sean asks which platform is available on. I don't believe I ever went woo when going to the bathroom. I do it every time. HBO Max. I was a bit happy about it because I knew I was going to go to the bathroom, then I would be fine for about 20 minutes. Started the Billy Joel doc on Max, pretty good. I'm waiting for the second half of the Billy Joel one to come out first. Stopped watching after half an hour or so. I was like, this is for weekend viewing. Weekend viewing. I watched Skinwalker Ranch episode last night. The one where they have the drones in the air and some of them aren't working. And then they shoot rockets and then the rockets aren't working. Yeah, and then there's UAPs flying around. And then Eric wears that stupid big hat. Looks like a cartoon character. You know when you look at some people and you're like, oh, you can see what they look like when they were kids. The guy on Eric Bard on Skinwalker Ranch, when you look at him, you're like, oh, I can see the fat little chubby kid when he was like 7 or 8 years old, and people were kicking the shit out of him. He just has that face. Just saying. All right, I can see the bottom of this chapter, which is good. And I got more mushroom coffee to drink. Equally as good. Anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? Saturday, I will be going down near Daytona Beach to see my mom, which I haven't seen her in 3 weeks, 3 weeks, because I'm having lunch with Chris Adler. Not the drummer, but the guy from Reaper's Brew, formerly of Reaper's Brew Coffee, who has made the new MondoCon mugs for this year. Yeah, the Chris Adler. I've never met him in person. Worked with him for I don't know how many years, 6, 7 years. But I'm like, you know what, dude? Last year when you sent me mugs, some of them were broken. You replaced them, was not a problem. It's a little iffy because I got them in like a couple days before. I'm like, let's meet. Like we literally live about 2 hours away from each other. So I'm going to meet him down there near Ormond Beach. We're going to go to a restaurant on the river and hang out there together. And then before or after, depending on what time that is, I'll hang out with my mom. But I will have the MondoCon mugs. Good times. And then that's pretty much it. Sunday, my wife will be over at her mom's for most of the day, if not all of the day. And I have nothing. I have nothing. In fact, Sunday is Parents' Day, people. Parents' Day. No, even know what that means. Yeah, Dan down by the river, exactly. There's already Mother's and Father's Day. Now there's Parents' Day. Yeah, Parents' Day. Tom, you better call all your parents. All of them. Even your distant parents. Your mothers-in-laws, fathers-in-laws, step-brothers, step-sisters, step-aunts and uncles. Tom, did you go to the library yesterday? When is Bachelor's Day or I pulled out day? Nick, please. I think that's the same day. That might be on a Friday, though. Next page, Nick's in. Next fucking page. Couple, 3 more lines here, and then this chapter's done, Tom. If you're still there. All right. Chapter done. Geeter done. I'm going to go and read more of the Crazy Eddie book now. That book, crazy. I will not see anybody tomorrow. It is the next page. Next page again. Nick's in. Next page. Nice. I will not be on tomorrow. If I am, it will be at a weird time. Otherwise, I'll see everybody Friday. All right? Friday, yeah. Everybody have a great, great rest of your Wednesday. I love you all.